Movie screen in a theater. Park ranger in front of a poster of Eleanor Roosevelt at the UN with headphones.
Eleanor Roosevelt National Historic Site. Today, I'm going to tell you about a little girl who visited here. She brought joy to Americans nationwide during a time of great hardship in this nation's history. On the day known as Black Tuesday, October
Newspaper
29,
headline about Black
1929,
Tuesday.
the stock market crashed, creating an economic disaster that would last for over a decade. A third of the nation was unemployed.
People
Many
standing in
people
line for
lost their
food.
homes and life savings. In 1932, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected President of the United States,
FDR with a
promising
group of
change,
people, arm raised
giving the
for
American
victory.
people a glimmer of hope. But change does not happen overnight. The Great Economic Depression continued. People needed something
Shirley
to
in
bring
front
a
of a
little
microphone.
happiness and optimism into their lives. A 6-year-old little girl named Shirley Temple
Shirley holding an
managed to do
autographed photo
just
of
that.
FDR.
In 1935, FDR said, "As long as our country has Shirley Temple, we will be all right." He called her Little Miss Miracle. From 1933 until 1939,
Shirley dancing with
she
Buddy
sang
Ebsen.
and danced her way into the hearts of millions of Americans. Her movies focused on
Shirley
themes
in a
of
white
overcoming
dress,
adversity
dancing.
through determination, being positive,
Shirley
and
dancing with
optimistic.
Jimmy Durante. Shirley singing with the Bowling Sisters.
Don't be a grumpy.
Shirley and
When
Jimmy
the road
Withers
gets
on a
bumpy,
bicycle.
get high.
Jim Withers and Shirley.
Your purple cherry and bend,
Shirley in a grumpy face.
Be optimistic, don't be a mourner. Brighten up that corner and smile. Don't wear a long face, it's never in time. Be optimistic and smile.
Movie
She was
poster
a
of Little
huge
Miss
box
Broadway.
office hit. First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt was a fan. In
My Day
1938,
column.
Mrs. Roosevelt invited Shirley for a visit to Hyde Park. She enjoyed
Shirley
a
with
picnic
other
at
children
Mrs.
having a
Roosevelt's
picnic
retreat,
seated
South
on a
Hill.
log.
Eleanor Roosevelt's friend, Nancy
Shirley
Cook,
eating a hot
filmed
dog
Shirley's visit
and
there.
chips.
Shirley turned out to be quite the little director of the production. Eleanor Roosevelt wrote in her My Day column that I was amused
Eleanor
when we
Roosevelt
walked out together
and
for the
Shirley
first
walking on
picture
the grounds of
to have her
Valkill.
tell me just what to do. We
Eleanor
should
Roosevelt
walk, she
with Shirley
said,
and a little
far
girl in front of a
back
pool.
and wave at the camera as we come out.
Birthday ball
Shirley
ticket.
attended FDR's birthday balls that were created to raise money to find a cure
Shirley
for polio,
cutting a cake with
also known
FDR's
as
picture on
infantile
it.
paralysis. Here she is cutting
Shirley
the cake
cutting a
with
cake with Eddie
who
Cantor.
coined the phrase the March of Dimes. The public was encouraged to send a donation of a dime to help end the disease, which affected children and young adults for the most part. In later years,
Shirley dancing with
said
Buddy
that she
Ebsen.
loved working in films. She enjoyed learning new dance routines.
Shirley singing with
Her
Bill
favorite
Bojangles
partner
Robinson.
and teacher was African-American dancer Bill Bojangles
Bojangles in a
Robinson.
tux.
Bojangles and Shirley were the first interracial dance couple
Shirley
in
and
the
Bojangles
movies.
singing and
This was
dancing.
during a time when segregation in all aspects
Shirley
of
and
everyday life
Bojangles
was
dancing
common
on
in many
staircase.
parts of this country. Sadly,
Shirley with
in
her
the
hand
South,
on Bojangles'
segments in
arm.
the movie where they touched hands were edited from the film. Shirley and
Shirley
Bill
with her arm
Robinson
around
became
Bojangles'
lifelong
shoulder.
friends. From the age of 3, Shirley worked in films, and
Shirley
she
with
loved it.
Jane Withers with a
However,
dog.
there could be a downside to stardom.
Shirley dancing with Jimmy
She said,
Durante.
I stopped believing in Santa Claus
Shirley
when I
in
was
front of a
6.
Christmas tree,
Mother
arms
took me
raised.
to see him in a department store, and he asked for my autograph.
Shirley and
Miss
Santa
Temple said
Claus.
that growing up, her role models
Amelia
were
Earhart
Amelia
and Eleanor
Earhart
Roosevelt.
and Eleanor Roosevelt. As an adult, she and Eleanor Roosevelt were on opposite
Shirley with two
sides
men
of the
in front of a
political
Nixon
spectrum,
Agnew sign.
as Shirley was a conservative Republican. But she did espouse some of the things that Mrs. Roosevelt believed in.
Shirley in front of a
Like Eleanor, she
campaign
believed
poster.
in public service. Shirley began her public service endeavors later in life when
Shirley
she was known
seated
by her
in front of
married name,
flowers.
Shirley Temple Black. She stated that Shirley Temple opened doors.
Shirley is a little girl
Temple
opening
Black.
doors.
The first door she walked
Shirley
through
standing
was
in
at
front of the United
Nations,
Nations.
an organization both Franklin and Eleanor Roosevelt strongly believed in. Shirley wrote that the UN served as the world's conscience.
Shirley
She served
inside
as
the
a
United
delegate to
Nations,
the
seated,
UN's
wearing
Stockholm
earphones.
Conference, the first major meeting about international environmental issues. She was U.S. Commissioner for UNESCO. She served as ambassador to Ghana and the former
Shirley with a group of
Czechoslovakia.
people from Ghana.
President George H.W.
Shirley
Bush
with a
said of Shirley Temple
sign
Black,
in
by her
Czechoslovakian
enduring
language.
performances on
Shirley
the
singing
silver
with her
screen,
arms
and for
out.
her selfless service to our country,
Shirley
later in
holding
life,
a book that she wrote
in both
about her
roles,
life.
truly lifted people up.
Photograph
Be
of Shirley
optimistic, don't be a grumpy. When the road gets bumpy, get high. Your purpose can't be as bad as all that. When you're sad as all that, no one loves you. Be optimistic, don't be a mourner.